So is the screen visible?
Yes, sir.
Okay, great. This is again the basic series in what we have been conducting in the last year, conducted till part 1 to 6. So the basic reason behind keeping this session is Rajat's query. So I wanted to dispel a few myths. Since we kept it on Friday, I had some work. Then Rajat was busy for 3 days, so I had to reschedule it to today. So as usual, always my finance presentations or any other presentations will begin with thanking the Lord Almighty who's given me much more than what I deserve. And when it comes to finance, I have to thank my dad as well, who has been instrumental in telling a few things which I'll be telling you today as well. I've told you a lot in these basics. Uh, then there are many other things which are still unanswered. People ask me in a different manner, in a different tone sometimes. They ask me, sir, आप goal setting की बात करते हो कि what is goal setting? मेरे goals मेरे goals कुछ है ही नहीं. One of the participants, I won't name, I said मेरा कोई goal नहीं है, मैं सिर्फ invest करता हूँ. I don't have any goals as you name. So what exactly is the goal setting I talk about? We talk about, let's say, any one of you is a young practitioner in the age group of 28 to 30, let's suppose, plus minus 5 years. So what are the immediate goals if you're unmarried? Your immediate goals would be your clinic, your marriage, then the first baby, then the first baby's education in the big school after 4 years, then the second baby, if at all you're bringing it to the family. So all these things go on. So another 10 years or 15 years down the line, the goal turns to the marriage of the kid. Of course, as I have told many a times in my previous webinars as well, North Indians are very fond of having lavish marriages. We splurge a lot in these sense compared to other Indian citizens. But then this is our culture. We can't. We thanked actually lockdown when the bar was set to 30 people in the marriage or top 50 in the marriage, but it's no longer there. Now, these are the various goals. The ultimate goal in all this should be, which is oftenly ignored, is the alternative, which I've talked multiple times about. I'll just segregate and dissect all these goals a bit in a different manner today. So, what all we are going to do in that sense. So, गोल के लिए सिर्फ जरूरी ये नहीं होता है कि what all do you have, that you have to keep that for different years. For example, I'll start with the Rajat's query and end with Rajat's query, and in between you can get the concept behind this. So if the first thing is you have to understand how much money do you need, you that estimate you have to take, and for that how much are you going to invest. The minimum goal, whenever we talk of goals, leave aside the immediate, the marriage and the say clinic goal. Most of us have that cleared part, and for that we usually can't invest also, because for that we have to take the support of our parents usually, not for all but for majority. Then after you start earning into your practice, any goal should be minimum 5 years away. It should not be kept at a short term. Short term is never a goal in financial matters. It may be talked as a short term goal for 2 years or for 3 years or whatever. I'm telling you my philosophy. Whatever I've shared in basics is my philosophy. You can you have the full right to disagree or agree with whatever I share. So obviously the forum would be open for questions once I end. So minimum you think of 5 years. If you want 10 lakhs in 5 years, and you want to put 5 lakhs today, no government scheme, no other schemes will give you double the money in 5 years. The minimum doubling time, considering today's financial rates applicable, or say bank rates applicable, is roughly in the range of, apart from mutual funds, is roughly in the range of 8 to 10 years. Average 9 years. If you're 5 lakhs today, if you're conservative investor, आपका पैसा डबल होगा 8 से 10 साल में. I remember 2003 or 4, when I started banking properly independently, obviously with the help of my dad, but many things independently. There was a Lakpati scheme launched in IDBI Bank first, and money used to be doubled in 4 years and 10 months at that point of time. I myself have seen the FD rates or even got them at 13%, 12.75% myself. Now they are even less than the half of that, because uh, the overall inflation scenario, the COVID-19 scenario, multiple factors control the global scenario, the fuel prices, the gold prices. There are multiple factorials in inflation. Obviously, the details of all those for some other day altogether. So, any goal you want to keep, you have to keep for 5 years. That is my philosophy from where I started. And let's suppose you put in 5 lakhs in something, namely mutual fund, which has the potential to give you a double in lesser time at given 12 or 13 or 14% rate of interest. As high as 36 people have gotten 42, 45% returns as well on mutual funds. People who actually cried 11 months back, not even 11, 10 and a half months back in March when the market collapsed. The BSE Sensex touched 24, 25,000. Today it is 51,000. 8th February was the peak, 51,600 or 700 something. So this is the power of that. Many funds which were rock bottom or shares which were rock bottom are or were at their all-time high on 8th of Feb. So what I mean to say is, if you encounter such a scenario, then and if your money gets doubled in lesser amount of time, don't keep sticking to that goal. Withdraw the money. In other words, if your goal is ascertained or fulfilled, book your profits, because you never know, even after if that has been achieved in 3 years, for example, or 4 years, lesser than the time you desire, then withdraw your money or book your profits. Don't keep on having that gamble of keeping the money for longer, so that abhi double hua hai to shayad 2.5 guna 3 guna ho jayega in another 6 months. This is a market linked product. It can crash. We have seen people who had the willpower to control their finances in March are reaping profits today. The market was at its highest in the mid December. I told many to book profits. Some did. Today, by the end of January, January 29th, Friday, the market was at its lowest in the recent times, even at November 2020 levels. Come the budget, it regained that lost potential in 2 to 3 days only. But then we have to understand what is the reason for the market going up. Yes, the wonderful steps taken by the government in the budget, of course, but that is not the only reason. There is a lot of foreign equity which is flowing into the Indian markets. They always book short-term profits. And the January end crash, which happened 6 days, saw Sensex losing 3,500 to 4,000 points. It was the foreign equity up to the tune of 3,000 crores was, say, taken out of the market. In December 2020, the foreign equity was valued at 20,000 crores valuation in Indian stock exchange. That much amount of, we were fearing actually for January 20th, when Mr. Biden took over as US president on 20th Jan, that the markets will crash because he would want that majority of the US investors should take out their money. But yes, they did partly, they did. But then the economic reforms and the budget that followed from 1st of Feb onwards, that caused the market to raise its peak. So if somebody of you has a bad portfolio means your mutual funds or your whatever you have in that portfolio, or your collection of your mutual funds, if I may say so, if they are not in the top 10 or top 15 list, or if they are at the say most risky category, if you say they are riskometer, then this is the time to book your profits if your goals have been achieved as well. Don't think that the markets will keep on going. The Sensex will cross 60, 70, 80. It'll touch 1 lakh one day. there is no dearth of say money flowing in, money flowing out. So you have to understand, we started from goals. अगर आपका goal fulfill हो गया है, if your goal is fulfilled, you can take out the money beforehand also. Don't keep on, then you will regret. वो 3 साल पहले मेरे को डबल मिल रहा था, मैं उसको कर देता. You can take out that money. Obviously, I'm not telling you to use that money. Put that in a least, in a conservative scheme at that point of time, where it will still grow, but at a zero risk level and at a lesser rate of interest, but it will still grow. More on this you will get as I go through my presentation. So people ask me these questions, what should be my goals? You have to settle your goals. Rajat clearly laid it out. My daughter's education, higher education, obviously at the age of around 18. My daughter's marriage, roughly at the age of 25, 27. This is normal. We have to think about the goals. Now, my question to you, or my say point of view to you, is do not look at that, especially Rajat, you, not pinpointing you, but just telling you in a broader concept for everyone. Don't look at these concepts that I need money at this point of time. The biggest goal should be retirement planning, because for that, none of us will have support unless we have gained enough of that. So if you have money flowing in, keep investing in different portfolios, different systems, which I'll be discussing, no doubt. Keep discussing that so that you have multiple avenues to choose from when the time comes to spend, or spend for that big expense, if I may say so. So don't look at that individual product. What I mean to say, don't look at one holistic policy, one simplistic policy. Look at the holistic picture or the bigger view. If you have multiple avenues, you will have you can be a chooser. If you have only one policy, you will be like a different, we know who can't be a chooser. So you should not be aimless. If you're investing or just investing, make sure that your investing is correct and right. And this session is not about your investment. Primarily, it is about your goal setting. It is about your intelligence. It is about looking at the broader picture and setting up yourself a platform so that where you have the option, you can choose from the least, say, in the least risky investment in that sense, which you can break and still not say cut into your retirement plan. So let us see at other few things. So my always aim for anyone should be, those of you who are attending this session, I can tell you, you will have many things for your parents as well today. Because I consider some of you might be having parents who would be on the verge of retirement or just retired and having received a corpus. So this presentation, if you're noting down points, you can transfer those points. If at all they feel good, they can copy from this. No worries. So never ever borrow from your retirement. This is the principle you have to follow, and this is the principle your say parents also have to follow, because they are actually meant to be your old age support, and never they should be used for other purposes. And people who are salaried, many of us are salaried as well, who work in colleges in the morning and have clinics in the evening. Yes, majority are self-employed, but some of us are having dual profession as well. So what do? If they switch jobs, they transfer, they rather than transferring their EPF, they withdraw their EPF. Remember, money begets money. So if you have a corpus build up, rather than withdrawing that, transfer that to your new employer. If you are not, you should not. Again, starting from zero and starting from a say a level of 25 is 25 is closer to 100 if you want to reach 100, and zero is much far from that. So EPF, like PPF, is at a higher interest level comparatively, risk-free, tax-free as well. So remember, you need to shift that. Then frequent withdrawals, again, it is again one of the mistakes which can hurt your retirement goals, eating into your retirement purpose, because you're not letting that grow multiple times. So this is one mistake. What is the other mistake, or what are the few other mistakes? People start their retirement planning pretty late. And especially those salaried, they say we are eligible for pension. The government employees, the government dental college employees maybe, but the private college employees won't be. So remember, you need to understand this aspect pretty much more than anything else, more than your kids education and retirement. I'm not say degrading the importance of them, but this is one thing which will come at number one priority for me. The other things will follow after this. The most common excuse is no hurry, no worry, no time, no money. So no hurry means I have a lot of time. I've just started. I'm just 30, 32, 35. I've just started. I have a lot of time. No worry. My parents will leave me a lot of money. No time. I have too much of OPD. I don't want to say devote attention to that. कौन market में घुसे कौन पैसा लगाए? And then again, this is the question which I commonly face: no money. People ask me in practice management lectures when I take a say simultaneously, सर आप बोल तो देते हो यहाँ पे इन्वेस्ट कर लो, यहाँ पे कर लो, लगाए कहाँ से? पेशेंस ही नहीं है, पैसे नहीं. So that is the reason I start with practice management first and come to finance later. So then self-employed, most of us are, we are not eligible for any kind of pension. So we have to have your own retirement planning. So most youngsters will think always that we have a lot of time at our disposal. The later you start, the later, say, the heavier price you will have to pay for your retirement. Let's suppose if you have to generate 1 crore at the age of 60, you need to invest 4,000 per month, which I always say start with the minimum 4,000 at the age of 30. And by the age of 35, you should be touching 40,000 per month. I tell always to go up to 5 lakhs, irrespective of whatever you're doing. So this is the corpus to generate your 1 crore. Yes, many dentists are earning handsomely. That is a different picture altogether. But we should remember that the expenses are also on the higher side. And then we like to splurge a lot in our, say, in other other aspects of life as well. So see the numbers. If you go to 40, that in 10 years, that money will be 3 times. And if in 20 years, it'll double up to 12 times. This is the power of compounding. It doesn't touch you, it touches your investments as well. So people have an argument always to start late. जैसे थोड़ा सेटल हो जाएं, थोड़ा कमाने लग जाएं, तो ज्यादा इनकम आएगी तो ज्यादा करेंगे. You forget that the expenses will also be, as I just mentioned, will be on the higher side. So people then, children having late, say, married life, late children. This is a part and parcel of each doctor's life. So we need to understand these aspects, because we are not even bothered where the money goes. And as Rajat also pointed out, education is going to be a big expense. And sometimes if that eats up into your, if you want to send your child to, say, any foreign country, US, UK, Canada, wherever, Australia, the education is going to be pretty expensive. And it might be, if you are thinking of yourself, of saving yourself a retirement corpus of 2 to 3 crore rupees, trust me, the fees of your child might be this much amount. So you need to understand those aspects and figure out that as well and plan for that as well. So people, because of this, can't commit too much to their retirement. And again, the tendency is to spend more and more towards that. So people actually, as I said, they underestimate their corpus, which will be required for your life in today's time span, 2021, 21, 22, whatever we can say we year are in. If somebody has to retire today at the age of 60, 55, whatever you want to, you need to have 3 to 4 CR with you minimum. If somebody of you is 35, in 25 years time, imagine this figure will go up to, you just saw, in 20 years, the figure says swelled up to 12 times. So will you need 36 crores at that time? Maybe, who knows? Who knows which way the inflation will go in 2047, 2040, 100 years after independence? Who knows? We don't know about the future. Again, the value for money might be different. We might be charging 50,000 for root canal at that time. You never know. Again, those things are not in our hand, but we have to understand the longer time you give your money to grow, the longer avenues or multiple options you will have. So people will underestimate the retirement. With the retirement में खर्चा क्या होता है? The biggest expense is the medical expense, which is actually say uh, very well ignored by many. And if the sooner, again, my basic aim is financial literacy for every one of you. So if you can understand the basic needs in 20s only, or even in early 30s, you can go safely and soundly towards your retirement planning for 20 plus years. Uh, Not 20, if I say so. If you earn well, if you save good amount, 15 years is a good enough time for you to save for your corpus. I did it. The only advantage that I diverted almost 80% of my peak year's income to my retirement fund. So I can breathe easy. I was lucky in that sense that I was having support from my family. In that ways, we divided the expenses. So whatever net income I was having, I diverted almost 80% of that to that. But yes, I'm breathing easy at the age of 44. And I'm breathing easy since 2 years now, I can say. So these things have to be taken into account. You can become financial independent even early. I can choose my patients today, how much I want to treat in a day. देखिए, दो एस्पेक्ट्स होते हैं. You बोलते ना, करो मरो जान मार के काम करो in your peak time and earn well for your retirement. And in that vicious cycle of life, you catch the lifestyle diseases. बीमार भी पड़ोगे अगर जरूरत से ज्यादा काम करोगे in your peak life. Obviously, you will earn as well. But then you go to the retirement corpus with a good corpus, but a good chunk of that will go to your medical this thing. I never wanted to do that. I've seen my parents pretty healthy. My dad, as you all know, he expired 1.5 years back. He never took a say single tablet after retirement. Obviously, fever, cough, pain, other side. He was non-diabetic. He was non-hypertensive. So in spite of his parents having both the ailments, he was physically fit, a little obese, but he was physically fit. He used to participate in, say, these annual activities we have around Holi, Hola Mahalla, we have game competition. He used to participate in that as well. He used to do a short put and then have a frozen shoulder. So he used to have that. So what I wanted to, in spite of the fact that he was a salaried person, yes, whatever he could save according to his economy, he did more than that, because he did triple shifts, in the sense he had morning tuitions, a job in the say whole day, and then even after coming back, tuitions in the whole day. I've seen that age. We lived in a very small house. It was say only one bedroom, and from 5 o'clock in the morning till 8:30, the batches went on. Then evening 5:30 or 6, it started till 11. It went on. So we never had a proper space to. I'm talking about my early childhood. But then he created an environment that our adolescent years were pretty much comfortable, and as we grew up, we were much more comfortable. But in all that, still he didn't lose his health. But that is one aspect I want you to stress upon. Do not wait till the age of 55 or 60 like a salaried person to retire. If you devote good funds to your retirement planning, you will have multiple avenues. The money will be, or the corpus will be with you at a younger age. And if you are having a corpus at the age of 44, 45, let's assume, till the age of 60, you have 15 years for that money to grow. If you have multiple CRs at this time, how much CRs they will become in 15 years? Remember that. It is not that you start at 40 and then you go till 60 for your retirement planning. This is the myth you have to bust today. So financial independence is not about going till 55, 60. किसने एज बनाई है? Salaried वालों ने, government ने. Why do we need to? That is the reason, because I want to live my life fully. I don't want to die down only working, working, and working. I want to do things I like. So that is the advice I will like to give. Then people plan only till 75 to 80. If they're retiring at 60 for the age of 15 to 20 years, but life expectancy is increasing. because of advancement in medical sciences. So even if one spouse lives till 30 years, for retirement planning, you need to work or need to imagine that you need to have a fund of 30 years for 30 years. So you need to decide how much corpus will you need. There are different philosophies of living life. You either live in today, either you live in tomorrow. You need to understand that you have one foot in tomorrow and one foot in past. And sometimes there is no foot in your present. You're hanging your life like that. So then coming to your parents who are having, say, a retirement corpus, maybe at the age of 60, 65, if they're retiring. People will say, avoid equity exposure. People will have different notions about it as well. अभी आप रिटायर हो गए हो, आप डेट फंड में डाल दो या पोस्ट ऑफिस स्कीम में डाल दो, आपको स्लीपिंग इनकम आती रहेगी, आप इंटरेस्ट इनकम से खाते रहो. दैट इज द एडवाइस मोस्ट फाइनेंशियल एडवाइजर्स will give to a salaried person. For a pretty conservative or a low risk taker, this advice is maybe just apt. For a medium or for a high risk taker, for a one who's having a good amount of fund, this advice is crap. Totally crap. Because if you avoid equity, remember you are living on debt. Debt means it is much below the inflation, and say tax will eat into that. So remember, the returns will be low. Inflation will beat into that. Slowly, your corpus will be decreasing, and lifestyle creep, as we say, is usually higher than the official inflation figure. So remember, some exposure to equity should be required even at the age of 60 who is retired and received corpus. And by equity, I mean here that some investment in mutual funds for the senior citizens as well. So again, retirement and pension plans. There are a lot of endowment plans on this available. These are actually very high cost products. They are only handy most of the times, God forbid, if you are not in this world anymore, due to a sudden mishap. The family may be covered in those situations. There are only one advantage in that. My uncle, close one, he used to work in LIC. He got me a policy in 2001. It was for 1 lakh insurance, endowment product. I still pay premium for it on 1st Jan. The premium is 5157, almost 5200 rupees, or let's round it off to 5000. I'll be paying for 25 years. Yes, I've got money back each 4 years. The money back was just 20,000. So in these 5 years payback, sorry. So in 20 years, I've gotten about 80,000 rupees back. At maturity in 2026, still 5 years from now, I'll be getting 1 lakh rupees. What is the value of that 1 lakh? The only thing, it was a big amount 20 years back. That is the reason I want you. Another plan I had, LIC Bima Gold. Again, the same uncle told me it is a good policy. You should opt for it. We took it in back date, 2004 or 5. We took it in back date. I pay a premium for it on 1st April or 2nd April, 9715 rupees, almost 10,000. Again, the coverage is for I think 2 lakh rupees. That was a shorter policy of 20 years, comparatively shorter. The last installment I paid in 2020. So that will be maturing. That endowment would be maturing this April after say 16 years. Yeah, it was 16 years, sorry, not 20 years. So got in 2005, it will be maturing in April 2021. But again, what will be I getting? 2 lakh rupees or maybe lesser than that, because again, it also had a cashback of 20,000 or 25,000. But then you need to understand endowment plans maybe or used to be for the short-term goals. We talk about, मैंने start कहाँ से किया था, long-term and short-term goals. Trust me, for people like us, dentists or doctors, there is no short-term goal. Any short-term goal can be fulfilled from our current income if we are working diligently and say managing our patient OPD properly. Any short-term demand can be met. I have never used this line in any of my webinars, but then I'm using it today. There are certain things I want to keep it to a closed group. There are certain things I don't want to dispel out in the open. It's not for a reason, but then again, everyone would have a different approach to financial matters. And people always follow the success template which has given them success. I'm following the same. I've never ever needed the money for my short term goals in the past 20 years. My current income was sufficient to fulfill those. Not that I didn't have any of those. Like everyone, we all have problems in life. We all need money for those problems. We all had it, but my current income was good enough to. So always think of your long-term goals, minimum starting from 5 years. Keep it for 10, keep it for 15, up to you. Settle a goal for you. Yes, I want to double my money in 15 years. Today, I've thought of it that I am going to invest 30 lakhs today in 10 years. For example, for this scenario, in 10 years' time, I'll be needing 60 lakhs. So my aim is to spend 30 lakhs or invest 30 lakhs or whatever amount you want to do. Maybe you have a longer time horizon. You can keep the amount shorter, 20 lakhs. Obviously, I'll not be giving 20 lakhs at one go. I'll be giving in different phases. If you're doing 40,000 per month, which is not at a bigger amount for a average, I'll say middle class dentist. 40,000 is not a bigger amount. You're still saving 5 lakh in a year. In 4 years, you can invest 20 lakhs, and 20 lakhs done for 4 years can reap you huge dividends at the end of 15 years. Remember that. The only thing like our profession, like practice management, like your OPD is consistency. If you're consistently investing, you're going to get back consistent returns. But again, if you have done those in first 4 years and you are letting your money grow, yes, again, different people will have different options. They keep on doing the SIP. SIP आप लगाओ ना तो 99 years की installment लगती है आपकी, thinking that you are the age of one. So nobody bears that. Obviously, you can stop it anytime. So if you are investing in that horizon, you keep on doing SIP for that as well. Mutual funds के नाम चाहिए, Google करो, सब कुछ मिलता है. मेरे से मांगो, I'll give you. Obviously, not every list would be correct. I'll give you the funds. But then I'm not telling you to splurge everything in your mutual funds. But yes, if you have a shorter time horizon and a bigger payback required, the only two items which can give you handsome return are the mutual funds and the gold. Those are the two things which can give you a say shoot up of income. But then gold still can be consistent. The market rated product still carries a risk in them. It is not that they will keep on growing. As I told you, if you're doing, let's suppose we take Raja's example again. Uh, 5 lakh done for 4 years, 20 lakhs. You've invested that amount separately, not at a say huge cost. 40,000 per month you've done for 4 years consistently, and now you're doing your other investments, but not investing for this goal. You're given it 10 years time frame. So if at the end of your 8th year, which is roughly 4th year of your 4th investment, the 4th year you did the remaining 5 lakh investment. If at the end of 8 years, you're already having that required corpus of 60 lakhs or say 50 lakhs or whatever you need, you can book profits. You can book profits in that. Again, people will say, let the money grow. Who knows? 1 year later, the fund would be at the same value. I have a few mutual funds. Obviously, my portfolio, which was bought 5-6 years back, was not very handsome. But I daily spend around 20 to 25 minutes every morning catching up on daily investments. Obviously, I track the markets every day, but I don't spend the whole day in this because I have a lot of other works to do. So there are some mutual funds. The market earlier had a peak of at the time of LTCG. LTCG was 31st January 2018 when the long-term capital gains tax came into being. I have some mutual funds which touched a certain amount. For example, Aditya Birla Mid-Life Fund, Mid-Cap Fund. It had a peak of 8th January 2018, 342 rupees the net asset value. And 8th Feb, which is today's peak, the fund still touched 335 rupees. Why I am giving you an example is, even if in this peak the fund touches the value of 342, मेरे 3 साल में fund की growth क्या है? Zero. Because that was a peak at that time. There are some funds which, and this is not the only fund I have. I have a few other funds as well. So yes, I'm consolidating my portfolio. Uh, there is no harm in actually, बोलते हैं ना, कोई गंदा बच्चा होता है ना क्लास का, उसको निकाल देना चाहिए. गंदा सेब होता है ना, it should be gotten it, because वो बाकी के सेबों को खराब करेगा. That is the logic you have to understand. So if I keep on thinking that ये 342 जब तक नहीं आएगा मैं इसको नहीं बेचूंगा. So even if I sell it at 342, maybe at the end of Feb, let's suppose, in 37 months, 3 years and 1 month, my growth for that fund is zero. Some people call, again, I'm using this word for the first time. Some people call mutual funds as an organized theft. कि जितना market 50,000 peak कर गया, 51,000 plus पे है, why the fund value is not what it was at January 2018? So again, there was one fund which my brother invested. I say redeemed that in 2013 or so when I needed it. In 2006, it was Franklin Templeton fund. I don't remember the exact name, from Franklin Templeton. It was 2006, again January, I guess, January, February. 15 years down the lane, that 30,000 is 1,89,000. 6.5 times, close to that. In 15 years, 6.5 times, almost 6 times. मान लो. Is that a good amount? Surely. Nothing would say double, treble, or say 6 times. Never you can do in 15 years. Not at current rate. Maybe at 2006, the growth rate was still decent. So you need to remember that. When the time is there, you have to get rid of certain things. Correcting your portfolio to book profits, to get rid of your bad funds, to buy good funds when the market corrects itself, is the correct approach. Sticking on to the old funds which have not given you return is the biggest mistake. Majority of, say, not impulsive, I will say, emotional investors make this mistake. I have a fund which was, I think 520 Sundaram ka hai. Sundaram ka mid cap hai. It was 359 or 358 in January 2018. In today's market, after 3 years, it is 565. If not double, slightly 1.5, you can say. Not a bad approach, not a, say, bad return in that sense. But that fund is very, very risky. So I don't want to keep those in my portfolio. So I'm just mentioning those. Then there are some diversified funds, like the one in power sector. There was one fund from Reliance at that time. Now it has been overtaken by Nippon from Japan. So Nippon Power, and it was diversified power sector fund. We bought it at 69 rupees, went up to 72. When we bought it at 72, sorry, it went to 63. It touched a peak of 129. But then in today, it has not even been able to break that 120 barrier. Again, in my portfolio, if I look at the return by 69 to 119, it is more than 50% return. But if I keep on sticking कि ये नहीं 129 पे गया हुआ है, जब तक ये वहां पे नहीं जाएगा मैं नहीं बेचूंगा, वो शायद वो नहीं आएगा. If the market crashes next week, let's suppose, God forbid that happens, but if that happens, these funds will come down to their March levels or say May levels. What will you do? The fall is great, the growth is in paisas. So book your profits, say hatch your roosters, as they say, whichever way you can do. Now coming back, It was just an example to give you. I'll take up the queries what are there in the chat, surely. So again, people splurge or people avoid the NPS investment. Apart from tax saving, it is going to be a big, say, booster for your retirement planning. People don't understand it. It used to be a double ET, but now it is triple E. Exempt, exempt, exempt. Exempt at the time of buying, exempt at the time of growth, exempt at the time of maturity. If it is EET, it means at the time, like a NSE, National Savings Certificate, it is exempt at the time of joining, exempt at the time of growth, but taxable at the time of maturity. That is double ET. There are some ETT, there are some TTT. So triple E investments are very few. EPF is there, PPF is there, Sukanya is there, NPS is there. Because funds only. Then people don't understand that sometimes there is a difference of 1% between a direct and a regular plan. The first question, how to invest in mutual funds? Or get a KYC done with any mutual fund and start investing online yourself. Invest directly from the company fund house. I've written the articles so many times. Mutual fund articles are lying rotting on my website, but nobody even cares to open them. There are 6 to 7 ways. The best way is the direct way. Again, this is the line I rarely speak, but this 1% can make a big difference. 5,000 rupees investment for 30 years, growing to 61, growing to 50, going to 10. Just see the chart. If you invest 5,000 per month, 10 years, 15 years, 20 years, 25, 30. The power of compounding takes place if you give your money the longer time to grow. This is the thing you have to understand. Which are slow growing investments, you give them the longer time to grow. Which are quick growing investments, you book your profits soon. The government schemes हैं, they are slow growing schemes. People withdraw them. EPF withdraw कर लिया, PPF 15 साल हुए withdraw कर लिया. Again, you have to start from scratch. Don't do that mistake. NPS आ गया, withdraw कर लिया. You can invest till 17 NPS. Mutual funds वो रखेंगे लोग 20 साल 30 साल. Why? Those are meant to be for your जो fast growing होती हैं, they have to be taken out fast. Not that fast as well. Again, give at least 5 years so that you rarely have a chance of cutting, say, I'll say reaping losses in that sense. अब जो फंड्स की मैंने आपको एग्जांपल दी है, सुंदरम की है, रिलायंस की या आदित्य बिरला की, these were the funds bought by me in January 16. So I gave you the prices for January 18. Had I booked the profits at that time, in 2 years, I would have gotten humongous return. But I chose to stick with them. In 3 years plus time, I'm getting the same return what I could have gotten at 2 years. Again, the time is not the key here. The key is my wrong choice of funds. You need to understand this difference. Not always time will come handy. Your choice of funds will come handy. Sometimes people are very, say, interested in making a say investment in a sectoral fund, like I mentioned about the Nippon Power and Infra, which was Reliance Diversified Power Sector Fund. So this is the difference. Then I gave you the example of my brother. He has a fund of 2006 Franklin Templeton. He has a fund of SBI as well. SBI Infrastructure Dividend Option. He just gotten the dividend of 1.3 rupees. Let's suppose you have a fund which is NAV of 15 rupees. From 10, it has gone to 15. If a company declares a dividend of 1.2 rupees, the next day you will get your 1.2 multiplied by number of units in your account, but your fund value will come down to 13.5 or 13.6. That 0.2 and 0.3 would be the expense of the company. Just to explain you, there is one fund which he bought along with Franklin Templeton in 2006. 2006. And that fund, infrastructure, SBI infrastructure dividend option, with one dividend, it had say highest price yesterday only 17 rupees and something paisa. So what is the return? Not even double in 15 years. So what is wrong? Our choice of fund. So these are the not only the choice or a thematic funds will always carry some risk. For example, this was an infrastructure fund. Maybe in coming times, as the government has given an impetus to infrastructure in this year's budget, maybe this fund will grow. But it is too long a time horizon to say carry on losses. Again, it is not a loss. Loss in that sense, if I would have invested that amount in some government investment, even at that time, it would have been at least 3 times by now, but which is not even double because of this. So don't churn out your investments too quickly as well. Because जितना आप जल्दी करेंगे उतना exit float भी मिलेगा. 3 years is the time to save your taxes also, long-term capital gains also. From your 1 year is for your exit load. If you take out before 1 year, you face the exit load. The transaction, there are a lot of costs involved. Again, I have an article for it. You can go through it. So then then medical insurance part. Healthcare has actually been the focus in this year's budget. 137% of say splurge in the healthcare budget, even by the union government. So sometimes, as I said, the life expectancy is going till 90. At least one of the spouse usually will remain till 90. So the last 10 to 15 years can be very challenging sometimes. And the costs are also increasing. If you don't buy insurance right on time, people who are working, they have corporate policies sometimes. If you don't buy at a younger age and catch the lifestyle diseases, remember, you might be denied the insurance or you might have to pay a higher price. So the choice is yours. So maybe additional premium as well. So the first part of retirement planning is building a corpus, and the second part is investing the same. So accumulating everything, as I said, like a EPF will be a big mistake. Which investment you should withdraw and which you should not. This chart will tell you. EPF, when to withdraw within 3 years of retirement, maybe if you're salaried. PPF, if you have a good corpus, you don't need to, you can carry it on till you're alive. PPF is one thing which is totally immune from anything, even from an income tax raid. So NPS, you can invest even up to 70. So unless you need the money, you shouldn't withdraw these investments. Insurance policies, endowment plans, of course, on maturity. Mutual funds, again, depending upon need, you can continue or not. Some people who think the mental barrier is there ना, 60 साल की एज आएगी पर 60th बर्थडे आएगा तो शायद हम ओवरनाइट बूढ़े हो जाएंगे. This is not going to happen. Some people can have the same scenario at the age of 50 as well. Some don't have it till 70 as well. So it is all in the mind. How much young you want to keep yourself, how much indulgence you want to keep yourself in your youth. And it is all a part of the game. Again, this slide is for your parents, or for those who are having near retirement parents or almost retired parents pretty not long time back. So how do you invest as a sum? People actually commit two mistakes. या तो वो ना फोकस ये होता है कि लिक्विड कर लो पैसा, बैंक की एफडी में डाल दो. ये phenomenon, you all know about the FD. I have a video on that also. I've taken that aspect many times as well. So this corpus needs to last 30 years, as I mentioned. 60 to 90 wala time span dekhna hai. So safe options with better returns. So PPF, as I mentioned, PPF can continue. You don't need to withdraw unless you have, say, urgent need. You can take a loan from PPF also. It is not at a heavy cost. Just 1% charges you have to pay as a loan. Extra. You won't get any interest and you just pay back 1% of the loan. where else you will get this cheap loan? Just 1%. Your money is not growing, but you are not having a uh, say a load on you as well. So then I ये जो second point है, this was one point my dad told me, till you can keep on investing 1.5 lakh on 2nd of April every year. Every year. Never ever shirk from doing that if you can afford it handsomely. Because that is the way you can maximally grow your fund. अब प्रॉब्लम सैलड को एक और आएगी. Salad used to say transfer most of their funds. People even who had higher income, they used to say even say separate 40% of their income, even up to say 60,000 50,000 per month as their EPF or DSOPF जो बोलते हैं, plus 1.5 lakh PPF. Now that bar in this budget has been kept up to 2.5 lakhs. So if they invest above 2.5 lakh in EPF and PPF combined, that income will be taxable. That interest will be taxable. Now, for senior citizens, there are different plans where they can invest 15 lakhs in these schemes. The senior citizen saving schemes and PM Vyaya Vandana Yojana. SCSS बोलते हैं और PMVVY. So these both offer 7.4 and you can invest up to 15 lakh in both of these schemes. These are specifically meant for senior citizens. If your parents who have, you can advise them this. Then second mistake, apart from the first in FDs, that they are extra cautious. सब कुछ debt में डाल दो. So again, a diversified portfolio. Gold में डालो थोड़ा, थोड़ा mutual fund में डालो, बाकी इनमें डालो, जहाँ से monthly income आपको आती रहे. Why do you want to pick everything in debt? Because that will only eat into your portfolio. And you need to have some amount liquid as well. So the balancing act is required. But again, too aggressive on equity is not advisable as well. But some exposure, again, 80 minus your age, at the age of 60 even, you can have a 20% exposure to equities as well. Your 20% amount should be in equities. Okay, this was all about the presentation. Now I'll give you a few mantras, which again are few things which I have not shared, not even in any of the presentation. See, I have had a few queries from a few group members. They messaged me, they called me up. They had their personal, obviously they had some issues, so they could not spell it out in the group. So I fully understand that. But again, I won't be taking names, but this is the platform I thought to dispel a few myths. Remember, in today's times, what is important is your capital account. इसको बोलते हैं ना आपकी जमा पूंजी. वो कैपिटल अकाउंट बनेगा कैसे, उसका बनाने का एक ही रास्ता है. Either you or rather two रास्ते हैं, but majority way is your white income. Once you have a good income, you have to pay tax on it once. People say जो हमने कमा लिया या तो हम उसको इन्वेस्ट करेंगे या हमारे सेविंग बैंक में पड़ा सड़ता रहेगा. What to do? So the first point will answer that. Use with the say commas on the side. Use your family members. How? Let me explain. You can transfer some amount. Obviously, any amount above 20,000 has to be done digitally. So you can transfer some amount to your mother, to your wife, considering they are not having a good amount of income or good amount of taxable income, I mean to say. Remember, like your mother, let's suppose your mother is a housewife. What is the return limit for her? 5 lakhs. She pays no tax. If she has a PPF as well, 6.5. Senior citizen get a 80 TTB rebate of 50,000. So अगर 7 लाख तक भी उनकी income होगी, considering she's a housewife, then they are not going to pay any tax. How is that going to help you? Let's suppose you transfer slowly 50 lakhs to her account. Just for a minute, presume that over a period of 5-7 years, you transfer 50 lakhs to her account. Even if it is in a high earning bank account and earning 6 to 7%, what will be the interest? 3 lakhs per annum, 4 lakhs maximum. So remember, if that amount is doubled once a year, still not in the taxable range, still less than 7 lakhs. How you use that? Open an account with your mother, open an account with your sister, open an account with your father. First, take into account how much they're having their own taxable income. Remember, every one of our family members, I consider that all family members are at equal level. Equal level in the sense, equal equation level, mental equation, no rift in relationships otherwise. Every one of us potentially has a free disposable income of 5 lakh taxable income. We use that. Then we don't understand the importance of post office account. Yes, banking with post office is a yuck, big yuck, but then you shouldn't be bothered about that yuck, because everything is possible in post offices also. You can do transactions via checks also in post office. You don't have to repeatedly go. Many metro cities are having good post offices. Cities like me still don't haven't grown up to local post offices of areas to that level, but there are wonderful schemes like an MIS, like even at the normal savings bank account, which offers you a good amount of interest. Up to 2 lakhs, you can 1,80,000, you are getting about 7,000 of free interest, free interest. What else do you need? Then in this today's time, I never advise to invest everything and all the things. Always keep a liquidity of 15 to 20 lakhs with you. Times might never be, you never know, for surprise times, you might never understand that you might have some problems. So one should have, yes, once you are settled, the who are in early stage of their growth, they need to balance the investing part also and the saving part of it. But who are even in medium settlement phase, do not invest everything and all. And one investment which I will not advise in today's times is property. It is not going to give you any returns. Yes, if you have done it for investment purpose. If you're done for as a house, as a clinic, for further expansion, then that is a different proposition altogether. But if you have done only for the purpose of investment, that I will sell it off and reap profits, I will advise strongly against it. And the fourth point I forgot to mention, do surely invest in gold. That is one, say, asset which is going to grow. It might be slow sometimes, but it can be, say, sharp as well many a times. It will never say devalue in its in longer time horizon. Opt for a digital gold. There are so many options in that. So understand this. So now Reddit's query vis-a-vis the goal setting. If you are investing properly, starting ways is the 5 lakh picture I gave you, 40,000 per month. That should be the minimum goal for any 32, 35-year-old. Any between that age should be or should do those things, 40,000 per month. And that 40,000 per month does not mean per month. Look at the holistic picture that you have to do 5 lakhs in a year. So plan accordingly. You have to take care of the tax saving part as well, the investment part, the wealth creation part as well. So for that, the PPF should be done, the NPS should be done, the Mediclaim should be done. These three things should take, plus the savings interest, these three things should take care of your 2 lakh and 35,000. And again, if you have a post office, 2 lakh 42,000 is done in tax saving part. Don't go on concealing your income. show as much white as you can. Remember, your money has the best chance to grow if it is in your capital account, if it is in your bank account, or if it is in your invested बैंक में आएगा तभी वो इन्वेस्ट करने आप जाएगा ना, म्यूचुअल फंड में जाए, चाहे पीपीएफ में जाए या कहीं भी जाए. अगर आएगा, अगर वहां पे हमने छोटी सोच रखी ना एक अपनी, कि हमने जीरो टैक्स रिटर्न भरनी है या मिनिमम टैक्स रिटर्न देना है, तो दैट इज वेयर यू आर कटिंग योर ओन लेग. Remember, that is the first mistake to correct today. If you're not doing that, show your actual income, pay tax on that, have a huge chunk of white income with you, which will build your capital account. And from there, you can diversify. You cannot invest in any of the investments in black except property, not even in gold. Physical gold, maybe you can till up to 2 lakhs, but then I don't find any advantage in investing in physical gold. I suggest even Rajat, for your query, you will need some gold at the time of marriage as well for your daughter. Invest in digital gold, maybe SGB, maybe gold bars, maybe something digital ones. Once the due date is near, you know, in 6 months time, 1 year time, the daughter would be married. Break that and buy a physical gold from that to gift to her. That should be the best approach, rather than buying a gold today physically and let it rot in the lockers of the bank. And then 15 years down the line, the daughter does not like that gold. The design आजकल के style का नहीं है. So what will you do? You'll have to break that. For making charges, breaking charges, nag ke charges. I went last week. I know how much they actually cheat you. So the best is to buy a digital gold and break the gold at the time and let the daughter buy of her own choice. In your case, I will advise, if the daughter is less than 10 years, good time to go for Sukanya Samriddhi as well. This is a long investment. Obviously, you pay for 15, it'll be in it'll be invested, it'll be say redeemed at the age 21 year scheme, but you can redeem it premature for the marriage of your girl child as well. But if not, if she's just 10 or around less than 10, then she will have a good amount at the age of 31 that will be going directly into her hands. And again, don't look at the tax saving part in this. Look at the wealth creation. Again, one important aspect. People actually ask me, आज की डेट में है कि हम लोग बच्चों में पीपीएफ कर सकते हैं, नहीं कर सकते हैं, हमारा 1.5 एग्जाम्प्ट है, उनका नहीं है. I've answered this query in the groups at least 20 times in multiple groups in the past 4 years. Tell me one thing. If you're investing in 1.5 lakh in your daughter's or son's account, is that going to be redeemed before 15 years? The answer is no. The interest is given at the time of maturity. So, where does the tax part come in here? People don't realize only this thing. मैं हर चीज बोल के नहीं बता सकता हूँ. आज मैंने बोल भी दी खैर. इसके बाद आप में से कोई मत पूछे क्वेश्चन. We are not actually redeeming it. That is accumulating on its own. That is not coming out. That is a blocked money. So where does the say taxation part come on you? And when it matures, it will mature in the name of the major, your child. So what is say harm investing in that? In this ways, you can. I always advise कि minor के account में digitally transfer कीजिए and उसके account से उसके PPF या उसके सुकन्या में transfer कीजिए, so that you can show it as a gift as well and you can transfer it as well. So try understanding your needs, fulfill your short-term goals from your current income, have a time horizon for a long term for minimum 5 years, can be 8 years, can be 10 years. But if those goals are satisfied before time, reap the profits. Don't be greedy. I gave you example of so many funds. If I would have redeemed them, I thought ये 342 का 542 हो जाएगा. वो बेचारा आज भी 335 है. So understand the basic concept which I share. I always say read between the lines. आज मैंने बीच में जगह बहुत कम छोड़ी है. So you can still join the dots. If you still have any problem, I'll be there for answering queries after this. So we all need to know these basics. This is the seventh basic. There are still many more, maybe some other time. So financial literacy is one thing which I always yearn every dentist should know. I don't know whether this dream would be fulfilled or not. But then again, the carry home gyan for today, be financially independent. Don't follow the philosophy of beg, borrow, or steal. Never ever. Be intelligent. Use your own brain. Care for your finances. It is your own hard earned money. And eliminate the word tax saving from your dictionary from today. Don't look at that 1.5 lakh. Look beyond. And always go on correcting your portfolio. You will make a wrong choice, or maybe you made a correct choice. The fund is good today. See, these all funds are managed by a human being only, a fund manager. अगर हमारा दिमाग सटकता है तो उनका भी तो सटक सकता है ना. They can also make a wrong choice. They can also, in a hope to reap more profits, they can divert the funds portfolio to another thing. So the fund which was growing at 15% might not be growing at even 5% in 2 years' time. These are all in the hands of fund managers. So keep on tracking your investments and get rid of any diseased mutual fund as soon as possible. So again, the moral of the whole story, calculate your income, stick to a budget, account for where your money comes and where your money goes, prioritize saving, understand credit cards, protect your identity, learn about credit score, and save for your retirement. That should be the first and the last line always. So thank you so much. I overshot it by 10 minutes. So again, YouTube, you all know, if you haven't subscribed, you can subscribe to the channel. Social media presence all by my name only. So you all have my contact. If you want to still read, there are a lot of things written by me to read. Please do read. And again, post your feedback in the group to today's session. Thank you. And I stop my share for queries. Firstly, I'll be taking up the queries in the chat. Dr. Viral sir, what is your opinion investing in Nifty ETF, sir? ETF, anyone is good. Nifty ETF again is a benchmark, so you can go in for it. Nothing wrong in it. Sabyasachi having problem in network. No, my network is fine. Don't know. Did anybody face a network issue? Any lag in picture or voice?
So a few seconds, twice it happened. That's it.
Okay. Sure. Any queries, please feel free to answer. Ask me.
सर मेरा क्वेश्चन जो था वो म्यूचुअल फंड के कंपैरिजन में ETF निफ्टी ETF जो है
ETF,
that
sir,
will
has
give
a
us
comparatively lesser cost, comparatively lesser, say, transaction or other charges. The only thing is that, again, exchange trade funds should again be a dedicated percentage only. I think 15 to 20% of your mutual fund portfolio, not your overall portfolio. That should be the limit.
okay.
Again,
So ETF is giving approximately around Nifty's return. So
yes, it is giving, but again,
almost
there is a
all
higher.
the mutual fund in long term, all the mutual fund gives us return around 12 to 13%.
Yes, they will give surely, but at this time the boom is there. The bank can happen anytime. The only thing is that.
Yes.
How much we expect from NPS? NPS was the highest growing investment till 3 months back. It is still at number 2 after mutual funds. Mutual funds did go down. At the time of lockdown, they went down to 5%, almost return, but they have again caught up. Nobody expected the mutual fund to actually say come back to those levels which they have done, at least not in the 10 months. No, say stakeholder in the market would have done that. But yes, NPS again, return or no return, it should be a part of your portfolio. There is no question about that.
So
What is
another
good?
question is, my son has completed his PPF 15 year. Should I move that money or I should continue it?
Continue. Now the say slab is 5 years, 5 years plus 5 years, unlimited.
Okay, it's unlimited.
It is unlimited till the age of 99. Not even 99,
Okay.
even beyond that.
Okay. So I supposed to keep it as it is because that
But
money
this
is
is one
going to be idle.
investment. This is one investment which is immune from everything. God forbid
Yes.
anyone has an income tax raid also. They can
Yes.
seal one's lockers, one's bank accounts. They can't even touch PPF at that time.
Yes.
So this is one investment that should always be there. And again, as I mentioned, which to break and which not to break in the chart.
Okay.
These are some things which should not be broken. I gave you the list in the session itself. Yeah. Rishabh asks, what is good Nifty ETF or SIP in Nifty mutual fund? See, ETF I mentioned, I always advise of your mutual fund portfolio. I would not want to keep it more than 15 to 20%. You can go in for a SIP in Nifty mutual fund as well, but it is always better to pick on those funds which are not exactly following the, say, Nifty sequence, because they are a chosen ones and there can be a human error in that, or you can say a human bias in that. If I know a couple of guys, the balance sheets are rounded off, many things happen. So it's always advisable to stay slightly clear of those things, not always going to say deeper into that.
Sir, what percentage of our savings should be invested in gold?
Gold minimum 10 to 15% should be there every year.
With an annual increase of at least 10 to 12%?
It depends. It again depends how much the gold has given in the past. It can be again very again those percentages can be reduced, but gold should be a part of your portfolio every year, minimum 10 to 15%. Again, digital gold, not physical gold.
Sovereign gold bond is best in this regard?
There are multiple digital gold bars, gold trade funds, SGBs. SGB carries a slight edge because it gives you an interest rate as well of
2.5% annually. It is an additional.
Again, taxable hai, but still you'll get close to 2% a year, which is again better than getting nothing. Or obviously the value is being appreciated, but still better to get a slightly edge than other things. Yes.
सर पीपीएफ का इन्वेस्टमेंट या सुकन्या समृद्धि में जो इन्वेस्टमेंट किया है उसको हम अपना डेट का ही तो इन्वेस्टमेंट मानेंगे ना, जो हम टोटल इन्वेस्टमेंट अपना कर रहे हैं उसका, उस पोर्टफोलियो का मतलब उसमें से हम जो परसेंटेज लेंगे तो वो डेट का ही तो माना जाएगा ना.
See, considering in today's say scenario when the price or say rate interest rates have fallen down, you can't call 7.1 as a debt only, because डेट हम गिनते हैं जब जो एफडी के बराबर चलता है. अगर एफडी 5.4 5.5 पे चल रही तो डेट की 5.5 गिनी जाएगी. पीपीएफ इज स्टिल 7.1. And in coming days you will see with the alteration, the government hasn't, the RBI hasn't touched the say CRR, but once it touches it, the home loans are going to go up from next quarter most likely. Once they grow up, the FD rates will grow up as well. I see a hike in the next 6 months in the FD prices or in the debt ratio.
सर अभी आपने जैसा बोला कि आप बच्चे का पीपीएफ में इन्वेस्टमेंट करो तो उसको जो मैच्योरिटी के टाइम पे जब मिलेगा पैसा इट विल नॉट बी टैक्सेबल. तो जैसे कि मेरा सर एक लड़का है एक लड़की है. लड़की के लिए मैंने पीपीएफ किया हुआ है, वो एसएसवाई किया हुआ है. तो लड़के के लिए मैं पीपीएफ का अकाउंट उसमें इन्वेस्ट करना चालू करूं?
लड़की के लिए पीपीएफ एसएसवाई दोनों?
नहीं, लड़की के लिए एसएसवाई किया हुआ है, प्लेन एसएसवाई किया हुआ है.
लड़की के लिए दोनों, लड़के के लिए पीपीएफ श्योरली. ये तो ब्लाइंड इन्वेस्टमेंट है, ये करनी है, इन पे सोचना नहीं है. I gave you my example. My 7.5 lakhs gets deducted on 2nd of April. मेरा अपना पीपीएफ, मेरे बच्चों का पीपीएफ, मेरे बच्चों का एसएसवाई. I have 2 girl children. तो 7.5 लाख सीधा 2 अप्रैल को कट जाता है. You have to look at those horizons. मैं आपको एक चीज 5 लाख एक फिगर बोल रहा हूँ साल की, मेरा 7.5 लाख सिर्फ कट रहा है 2 अप्रैल को, apart from the numerous SIPs, apart from the other investments.
यानी कि सर अगर जो बेसिक जो अमाउंट बचता है अपने खर्चे निकालने के बाद, उसमें
खर्चे निकालने के बाद कम नहीं बचता. नो डेंट.
खर्चा नहीं मतलब
Hey, no dentist
हाँ,
is
मतलब
earning badly. We have to understand this. No dentist is earning badly. Yes, via their ITR, they are poor or rich dentists. That is the only thing I can say.
मतलब मेरा कहने का मतलब है सर, जो हमारी प्रोफेशनल इनकम, जैसे कि मैं सर 44 एडीए में भरता हूँ, तो मेरा 50% चला जाता है सीधा सीधा मेरी ग्रॉस अर्निंग का। वो काट लेते हैं कि सर आपकी जो है ये
नहीं, वो नहीं
प्रोफेशनल।
काटते, वो तो हम ही भरते हैं।
हाँ,
पर एक बात
वो तो
बताइए, आपका आपका एक्चुअल में कितना एक्सपेंस होता है परसेंटेज वाइज?
परसेंटेज वाइज तो सर कम होता है, इट इज नॉट मोर देन 30%।
30. So you can
प्रोफेशनल
claim higher profit in 44 ADA. Claim your 70% profit. थोड़ा टैक्स ही देना पड़ेगा ना एक्स्ट्रा, ये तो। I told you all the mistakes start at this point. जितना वाइट आएगा उतना कैपिटल अकाउंट बढ़ेगा, उतना आपके पास कहते हैं खेलने के लिए पैसे ज्यादा होंगे। समझे मेरी बात? जब खेलने के लिए पैसा आएगा तभी उसको यहाँ डाल दो, यहाँ डाल दो, यहाँ डाल दो, तभी होगा जब ये वाइट आएगा। जिस दिन ये बात डेंटिस्ट को समझ आ गई, वो जीरो रिटर्न, जीरो टैक्स वाले डेंटिस्ट सब एलिमिनेट हो जाएंगे।
My chartered accountant suggests me that consider the tax amount as your expense, business expense.
Sure, it is there. It is there. Yes, Dr. Amit.
Yes, sir.
बोलिए।
Sir, I just wanted to speak two things. First is to thankful to you that after listening to your lectures from 2015, I started some investing in mutual funds. And to be thankful, I have crossed 10 lakhs.
Great.
And I had faced lot of difficulties in last 3 years. I had gone through a very difficult phase. I had forgotten the past. My clinic had to be shifted for 4 times. It was started in a rented place. Again, there was some issues. Again, there were some issues. And at last, I started in a godown. So, and at the same time, I was stuck to investing, and that too not skipping a single of the SIPs. And out of that, I was able to purchase a property, my home, my plot, my
Wow.
clinic at just 51 lakhs of rupees.
Wow.
And in early morning sessions, I was there. I hope you know me.
Yeah.
I was suffering from COVID, and at the same time, you were there to guide me. So really thankful. But I had a query also, sir.
बोलो।
Sir, as I had purchased a home as well as a clinic for myself, I had taken a home loan from Bank of Maharashtra at 7.2% per annum, and I am having an EMI of 32,000 per month. Okay. So at the same time, I was allocating funds for my retirement, about 30,000 per month. I had started from last year. Now there is a difficulty that whether means at one end there is the loan EMI, and at another end there is retirement planning. So how do I balance?
It depends upon your actual total income or your fact. I don't wish to ask you, but if you want to, you can disclose your total income per month average.
Yeah. I will definitely. I have figures in my.
No, just tell me the number. Just it's okay. Just tell me the average per month. Just an average around.
It's around 2 lakhs.
2 lakh gross or net? Gross or net?
It's gross income.
Gross total collection.
Gross income.
Okay. And
Yeah.
okay. So
and out of that 1 lakh goes to total net expenses.
Okay. 44 ADA or just the actual way? Presumptive taxation.
No,
or
sir.
the
Actual there is
expenses?
net 1 lakhs in hands.
Okay. So the cost
the
of living
actual
is not
expenses
more
are
than 40.
50%.
The cost of living is never more than 40 to 50,000 per month.
Right. Absolutely right. 50,000.
Till the time you can balance both these things, 40, 30 and 30, go on doing it. The
Okay,
only
sir.
better way to do is to increase your income, to concentrate more on your clinic. Of course, the hard
Right.
times, I remember you told me everything about that. The hard times, let those be bygones. Let hope that good times are there to come and your figure just आपकी income में सिर्फ एक zero extra add हो जाए.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Sure.
सर पीपीएफ वाला एक बार दोबारा बताइएगा कि अगर बच्चे के बच्चे का जो सर जो खुलवाते हैं पीपीएफ, उसमें जो इन्वेस्टमेंट करते हैं आफ्टर 15 इयर्स, जब वो मैच्योर होगा उस समय जो इनकम मिलेगी वो ये नहीं मानी जाएगी कि नहीं ये आपने अपनी इनकम में से जमा किया है?
तो आपने अपनी इनकम में से जमा किया है, तो जो टैक्सेबल जिसको, वो पहली बात तो 15 पे आपने विड्रॉ क्यों करना है?
नहीं सर, मैं दूसरी चीज पूछ रहा
मैं
हूँ। मान
समझ
लीजिए
गया
मैं
आपका।
अपना पीपीएफ 1.5 लाख का मैं 1.5 लाख का पीपीएफ जमा करता हूँ, तो उसमें आप जो टैक्स में टैक्सेबल इनकम जो कम होती है वो बात अलग कर दीजिए, लेकिन उसके इंटरेस्ट पे जो छूट मिलती है उसकी लिमिट तो 1.5 लाख ही है ना?
तो इंटरेस्ट आप डालते कहाँ पे हैं? आप डालते
वो
कहीं पे?
इंटरेस्ट एक्युमुलेट होता
एक्यूमुलेट
चला
हो रहा
जाता
है,
है।
वो आप डालते कहीं पे
हाँ।
रिटर्न में अपनी? डालते कहीं पे?
नहीं
फिर वही तो कैच है, वही तो लूप होल है सिस्टम में, वही तो बता रहा हूँ।
नहीं, तो आप अगर अपने अकाउंट से बच्चे के अकाउंट में मनी ट्रांसफर करोगे,
हम्म
बच्चे की तो
आई
कोई
एम
सोर्स ऑफ
गिफ्टिंग
इनकम है नहीं।
आई एम गिफ्टिंग माई चाइल्ड, आई कांट गिफ्ट माई चाइल्ड. Which law book says that I can't gift my
हाँ,
child?
यू कैन गिफ्ट इट।
I don't even need to exchange a gift deed with him. He's a minor. Minor को तो आप जितना मर्जी दो. The only thing is it should not be black. It has to be digital. ये नहीं कि आप बच्चे के अकाउंट में जाके 1.5 लाख कैश डिपॉजिट करा दो. That is wrong. If you transfer it digitally, that is legitimate income. Remember this point.
और
वो
माइनर का पीपीएफ अकाउंट खिलाना अलाउड है, वो मना नहीं है।
हाँ, तो फिर लूप होल है सिस्टम का, बता तो रहा हूँ.
ठीक है सर।
This is the loophole. And go for Sukanya and PPF both for your girl child.
ठीक सर।
How old are your kids?
सर जो लड़की है वो तो अब हो गई है 8 साल की, और लड़का अभी 2 साल का है।
So for the girl child, you can do before 10. You can invest in Sukanya. You already have Sukanya.
सर
You can
सुकन्या तो है।
बस start with PPF as well for both of them. कल से कर दो, इस साल की भी इन्वेस्टमेंट पूरी कर दो अगर है तो.
ठीक है सर, ठीक।
ठीक है. Rajat, I hope you got pointers to your query.
Sir, I got more information that I had hoped for.
Okay.
I'm extremely happy. And on that note, I am always thankful to you. You are one constant person that I keep thanking. I need to thank Dr. Amit. I think he just spoke about his hardships and everything. Not judging anyone, not giving any pride to anyone, just, a humble way of saying, if Dr. Amit, he just received an average income, if that is taken as a benchmark, then I realized that I am financially stupid, despite the fact that I am with you. I should have heard you, taken your advice earlier, and probably I would have gained a lot of things like Dr. Amit. He's smarter than me when it comes to finance. I give it to him.
Dr.
But that
Amit,
gives hope. If he can do it, then I can do it too.
yes.
So that's the positive message he has given me right now.
Great.
Thank you.
That is the reason we all learn from each other.
Thank you, Rajesh.
Dr. Amit,
Thank you very much.
I'll share a link with in the group itself.
Yeah.
If your funds are 5 years old or 6 years, 2015, you said, if they're 6 years old,
Right. Right.
I don't expect that all funds would be good. But I'll give you a link of the website. I'm already there in my article, but I'll share the link. Just track the fund value, check the historical value of the funds. Just check the peak of current funds was either around November 17 to May 18, roughly those 6 months window. Just track it up, your funds individually. If you have any problem, just contact me, and check the recent ones from November to till date today. The LTCG window, November 17. I'll share the dates and the link in the group. November 17 to May 18, and then this window of November to February, 3 months. If your funds are at good value, reap the profit. Reap the profits today.
Okay. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you.
And this is the way. This is the way. If your funds have grown, keep the profits, correct your portfolio, get rid of the diseased apples, and buy new apples when the market corrects itself. And that will happen for sure. That will happen for sure, because Bidden is not going to let the foreign investors in India invest it for long. That is for sure.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
सर आपसे एक रिक्वेस्ट है
बोलिए.
कि आप एक वेबिनार कर लीजिए जिसमें पोर्टफोलियो कैसे बनाना चाहिए, एक मॉडल पोर्टफोलियो का क्या डिजाइन होना चाहिए और म्यूचुअल फंड में कैसे इन्वेस्ट करना चाहिए, एक बेसिक उसका कॉन्सेप्ट क्या रहना चाहिए.
We'll plan it out. We'll plan it.
Sir, I would like to add,
बोलिए.
sir, most important for me is rather than overthinking is to take actions. Action cures fear.
Yes. Whose message is iPhone? Like I've read somewhere. You can invest. We discussed this in group many a times. अब सिस्टम का लूप होल है. अब आप नहीं माने, आपकी इच्छा है. हम लोग तो कर रहे हैं, हम लोग प्रॉफिट कमा रहे हैं बहुत साल से. आपकी चॉइस है. आप रीड पे रिलाई करेंगे कि मेरे पे रिलाई करेंगे. डॉटर इज गोइंग टू टर्न 14. उसका पीपीएफ 2 साल में मैच्योर हो जाएगा. She'll be still minor.
Okay.
Imagine she'll be still minor. Obviously, I'm not going to reap that. I'm going to keep her for her marriage. उसके बाद whatever she wants to do with that money, it's her choice.
Okay. Sure.
My younger daughter's PPF and Sukanya was started when she was 1.5 months old. Obviously, she वो बैंक वाले कहते थे फोटो कौन सी लेके आए हो? मैं कहा बच्चा पैदा हुआ है. She turned 4 last week. So yes, there is a gap of almost 10 years between my kids. But then that doesn't stop me from investing in a different way. There are loopholes. There are not. I discussed with Dr. Poonam just when the group started. She asked me a few things. I literally poured out all the loopholes I knew, except a few I didn't remember at that time. But maybe some another session. These are system loopholes which actually, obviously, the government is going to take care of everything very soon. But जब तक नहीं है तब तक फायदा उठा लो. That is the only thing. And the actual part is that you never know. The finance minister actually was very smart in her speech. She mentioned, to save you of the burden, we will pre-fill your ITRs with all the requisite information. That is actually a hole in your back, in a way that everything of yours will be disclosed. Everything of you would be known to the IT department and the government. And you still feel that there are A and B accounts or white account or black account. वो नहीं है.
That is not possible at all.
They mentioned interest. They never mentioned FD का interest के saving का interest. The day saving interest starts, say, getting into the ITRs, trust me that 5% figure जो ITR file करते हैं, that will zoom up to 35% the same day. 35%.
सर एक लूप होल अभी बाकी है, वो है पोस्ट ऑफिस का. पोस्ट ऑफिस को ये लोग अभी तक प्रॉपरली कनेक्ट नहीं कर पाए हैं. तो पोस्ट ऑफिस में जो पैसा जमा होता है या जो भी इन्वेस्टमेंट होता है उसको ये अभी भी प्रॉपरली ट्रैक नहीं कर पा रहे हैं. ये लूप होल है अभी.
बहुत बड़ा लूप होल है. And the way the post office, I by chance I went to the post office today. I was riding my luck because again थोड़ा सा होता है कि सिस्टम year end पे मैं कुछ ना कुछ finances regularize करता हूँ सबके अकाउंट. Again, making use of the family members is one thing which nobody taught me, not even my dad. My dad was amused at these things कि तू कहाँ से सीख के आया? मैं कहा पता नहीं, आपसे आई है, आपको आपने यूज नहीं की, मैंने यूज कर ली. तो making use of family members I'm doing since almost 2006 or 7. And this is one thing which has gained me a lot of horizons and lot of options. एक mental security होती है ना जब आपके family member के नाम पे पैसा जमा है. The first holder is that family member. The second holder is me. That account needs not to be mentioned in my ITR, but it needs to be mentioned in the ITR of the first holder. Because as per the banking rules, the money belongs to the first holder. Whatever way the mode of operation is, the money belongs to the first holder, even in a joint account. That is via income tax liability wise scheme. So अगर उस फैमिली मेंबर के नाम पे पैसा जमा है तो एक मेंटल सिक्योरिटी, चाहे ऑपरेट मैं कर रहा हूँ. Obviously, I have a bigger headache of managing all the bank accounts of all the family members. उनकी सबकी ITR भी मैंने मैनेज करनी, but that is the way I have grown my money in a different way. आप ये सोचिए कि अगर वो लोग अगर उसी पैसे को आप अपने अकाउंट में रखते तो every additional 1 lakh would cost you 30%. जो कि आप उनके 5 लाख की विंडो या 7 लाख की विंडो पे बचा रहे हैं। My dad never filed ITR for my mom except a couple of times जब उन दिनों में मॉम की इनकम थी। I used these names since that डैड हमेशा बोलते थे मेरे को, तू ये कर रहा है, मेरे को ITR फाइल करनी पड़ जाएगी। मैं कर दो, टैक्सेबल लिमिट से बिलो ही है, कोई बात नहीं है। And in all this, in spite of that, when my dad expired, I knew that the corpus from my dad was going to be transferred to my mom, so that will earn some interest. The first thing I did was in the month of August, dad expired on 30th June. In the month of August, I opened up a PPF for my mom at the age of 67. I know because I had calculated what is the corpus going to be, what is that interest going to be, and I wanted to keep her at zero interest because she has a window of 7 lakhs, 5 lakhs taxable income and 1.5 for this and 50,000 for this thing. Of course, she has a medical policy as well, but even if I don't count them, she has a window of 7 lakhs. Even if she has 1 CR, and if it is lying loose in the saving bank account, it is still going to be taxable, tax free. Imagine that amount. So ये चीज जब आप समझ गए ना, मल्टीपल एवेन्यूज, हम लोग सारा दिन क्लिनिक में घिस घिस करके पेशेंट से 100 रुपए 200 500 के लिए चिक चिक करते हैं। हम ये नहीं सोचते कि हम अपने पैसे को चैनलाइज करके उसको किस तरीके कमा सकते हैं।
सर फिर ऐसे तो जैसे कि मेरी मदर नॉन टैक्सेबल लिमिट में आती है, हाउसवाइफ है, उनकी कोई अर्निंग नहीं है, तो उनका पीपीएफ में मैं अपना पैसा ट्रांसफर कर सकता हूँ उनके सेविंग अकाउंट से लेकर के सीधे सीधे,
आप
उसका भी बेनिफिट मिलेगा?
आप उनके नाम पे उनके सेविंग में करिए। मैं हमेशा बोलता हूँ अपने अकाउंट से किसी के पीपीएफ में नहीं डालना है।
नहीं, अपने अकाउंट से उनके सेविंग में,
उनके सेविंग में, उनके सेविंग से उनके पीपीएफ, एंड उसी बैंक में पीपीएफ खोले जिसमें उनका सेविंग। ठीक है, यूज दिस अनलेस यू यूज दिस यू आर नॉट गोइंग टू। आप सोचे ना, आप उस 1 लाख के ऊपर 30% टैक्स दे रहे हैं, तो अगर 7 लाख आपके पास एक्स्ट्रा अगर इनकम आती है तो आप उसका 2 लाख दे रहे हैं, जबकि आप उस फैमिली मेंबर से सीधा 7 लाख बचा सकते हैं। एटलीस्ट 5 लाख तो बचा रहेंगे नहीं आप। इमेजिन दिस सिनेरियो। थोड़ा दिमाग को विंडोज खोलिए ना, देखिए कहां से एवेन्यूज हैं।
सर इक्विटी एक्सपोजर कितना होना चाहिए?
80 minus your age minimum. The younger you are, the exposure should be more. Again, फिर वो प्रॉब्लम एक्सपोजर इक्विटी डेट की क्यों आती है? क्योंकि हम लोग देख रहे हैं टैक्स सेविंग पे। टैक्स सेविंग हमने 2 अप्रैल को खत्म कर ली है, छोड़ दीजिए उसको। हमारे पास सरप्लस जो है फंड, हमने उसको ग्रो कराना। योर सम अमाउंट इज ऑलरेडी, अगर आप डेट, जैसे आपने मेंशन किया, आप अगर पीपीएफ को डेट मानते हैं, मैं नहीं मानता, मैं उसको मानता हूं बिटवीन इक्विटी एंड डेट। मैं मिडिल रोड मानता हूं। तो वो पैसा तो मेरा टैक्स सेविंग का ग्रो कर रहा है ना चुपचाप, और कंपाउंडिंग पे कर रहा है फुल वैल्यू पे। व्हाई शुड आई बी बॉदर्ड अबाउट दैट? अब जो मेरे पास सरप्लस है, मैं उसका लमसम खरीदूं, सिप खरीदूं, वो मेरी चॉइस है।
सर मेरे पास जो पैसा है, मैंने उस पैसे में से अपना पीपीएफ और एसएसवाई निकाल दिया और अपना गोल्ड का इन्वेस्टमेंट भी निकाल दिया। ये मेरे को हर साल करना है। अब जो मेरे पास पैसा बचा उसको मैं अपना इक्विटी में डाल दूं, म्यूचुअल फंड और शेयर्स
ओनली इफ यू कैन हैंडल देम प्रॉपर्ली, अदरवाइज म्यूचुअल फंड श्योरली। एनपीएस आप भूल गए, एनपीएस भी डाल रहे।
सर एनपीएस में कितना करना चाहिए?
मिनिमम 50।
नहीं, मिनिमम 50 तो वो तो एक अलग हो गया, उसका तो आपको टैक्स का बेनिफिट भी मिलेगा।
हाँ,
क्योंकि सर एनपीएस में प्रॉब्लम ये है, एनपीएस में भी तो अल्टीमेटली आपका पैसा म्यूचुअल फंड में ही जा रहा है ना।
तो उसकी ग्रोथ देखिए ना कितनी आ रही है। उसकी ग्रोथ तो लॉकडाउन में भी कम नहीं हुई, पहली बात। दूसरी बात, इफ यू आर नॉट हैप्पी विद द 7.1 ऑफ पीपीएफ, इफ यू स्टिल वांट दैट मैं इसको डेट ही कंसीडर करूंगा, तो 9 to 10% एनपीएस जो दे रहा, आप पूरा 2 लाख डाल दीजिए एनपीएस में।
मतलब पीपीएफ वाला भी एनपीएस में डाल दो?
हाँ, डाल दो। आपको 80C का सेक्शन है ना, वो तो आपको 2 लाख का 2 लाख एनपीएस में मिल जाएगा, आपका 2 लाख कवर्ड है।
सर एनपीएस भी तो एक तरह की सिक्योरिटी ही हो गया ना?
नहीं, उसमें
नहीं,
परसेंटेज
ना तो वो डेट है,
उसमें परसेंटेज होती है। 3 तरह की फंड्स होती
हाँ
हैं।
परसेंटेज है उसमें। टायर 1 अकाउंट अगर आप खुलवाते हो, टायर 1 में अगर आप जाते हो,
3% हैं।
हाँ 3% है अलग अलग।
हाँ, ऑटोमेटेड वे करना है, मैनुअल करना है, इट इज योर चॉइस। उसमें exposure is limited to equity as per your age. It
तो
asks your age.
नहीं, मैक्सिमम 50% एक्सपोजर है ना equity का, उससे ऊपर
76%.
मैक्सिमम।
हाँ,
अच्छा,
76 से अगर मैनुअल मोड में जाओगे, ऑटोमेटेड में नहीं है, पर एज पे डिपेंडेंट है बहुत कुछ उसमें। If you're not happy with PPF, drop in your 2 lakhs in NPS. It is your choice. I don't look at it because NPS में मेरा window बड़ा है. That money I'm going to get at 60. And if I need some more money, maybe God forbid, मेरे all avenues are closed, तो मैं PPF में लोन ले सकता हूँ या PPF को ड्रॉप कर सकता हूँ या बंद कर सकता हूँ। वो ऑप्शन तो मेरे पास कभी भी है ना। 5 साल is not a huge window, 15 years is a huge window. So that is the reason PPF में तो डालना ही डालना। No questions asked for that, no debates on that. That is one thing my dad told me, and I still do it.
सर 3 चीजें बहुत जरूरी हैं, पीपीएफ, सेकंड टर्म इंश्योरेंस,
वो चलो term
एंडाउमेंट
insurance
पॉलिसी
is
से
a
बुरी कोई भी चीज नहीं है
term
सर।
insurance again is a topic of a separate day altogether. Today what was the point was ये session रखने का कारण was Rajat's query. I wanted क्योंकि मेरे को इसमें scope बहुत कुछ दिखा जो I could convey to all of you. So that is the reason अब जिन्होंने सुन लिया पूरा, they might get benefited. Those who take action will be further benefited. Those who think करेंगे, it is their choice. Life is all about choices.
मैंने तो बना लिए सर अपने पूरे नोट्स।
ठीक तभी पेंसिल पेन बोला था मैंने आपको। चलो। Is there any limit for gift to the family members if the amount is white and givers? No, sir, no limit to family members. The only thing is that the giver should have a proper white source. बस और कोई लिमिट नहीं है। Unlimited. There was a say hue and cry before the budget that gift tax फिर से शायद आ जाए, लेकिन नहीं आया luckily. बहुत कुछ नहीं आया, but it's a very brave budget. Let's hope that whatever has been promised will be continued. The government has not mentioned 2 things categorically. इस बार मेरा I'm stuck in the writer's block or the mental block. मैं अपना review नहीं लिख पाया अभी तक. Even Dr. अजीब चितगुप्पी का मेरे को उस दिन बजट के टाइम पे फोन आ गया, ये छोटा सा एक synopsis उस पे लिख दो। Wednesday को I sent him the message कि सर मेरा almost ready है, भेज रहा हूँ। That Wednesday and today's Wednesday I have not been able to send. पता नहीं कुछ block आया हुआ है। Anyways, 2 things which were not mentioned categorically. Number 1, the defense budget, which will need allocation considering China's misadventures. The number 2 thing, the input or the growth by selling of COVID vaccine. The COVAX and the other vaccines are going to be sold all over the world, and there is going to be a huge income flowing in from that as well. So the government has not taken into that account. Maybe that becomes a surprise income for the government and take care of the government debts. Who all come in family member? Your blood relatives, including your wife, क्योंकि सबसे खून वही चूसती है. Jokes apart, yes, wife is also added in your blood relatives or your family members, not your distant relatives. Chalo, should we call it a day?
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Do post your feedback in the group if you gained anything, whatever you wish to. If at all it is possible, I'll tell you tomorrow. I might keep a session on Friday as well. Not sure, but I'll tell you by tomorrow evening.
सर टॉपिक क्या रहेगा?
टॉपिक प्रैक्टिस मैनेजमेंट, चाय पे चर्चा।
ठीक है,
जो उसकी क्वेरी थी डॉक्टर समीर की, करते हैं शाम की चाय पे चर्चा। टाइम यही होएगा 8 बजे, चाय आप लेट पी लेना। चलो, ओके गाइस, टेक केयर।
Thank you, sir. Good night.
Bye. Good night.
Thank you, sir. Good night.